What's up, everybody? I am out here on the street again, back in, not in Abbeville, I'm in Columbus, and I wanted to do a update on the burned out mansion that I had filmed some time ago. And I said that if there were any updates, information on the place, that I would do a follow-up video. So there's the mansion. There's an amazing backyard. So the first thing I want to say is that, yeah, look at the beautiful tree. People have been taking care of the grounds. It is being regularly manicured, and as for this backyard, it had grown up quite a bit, and it's been cleared. So the backyard is looking like it should. So the place has been sold. I have some information. The apparently the owners of the place had done some kind of work, and it caused a short, and the fire was burning inside the walls, and it was just a very ghastly situation. So it sat there for a while, pretty vacant, and not much going on with it, but somebody did buy it, and they've been working on the grounds, and it's actually looking very beautiful. But the house itself is untouched. It is still burned. Now, there were trucks out here. They hauled out like all the furniture and stuff. The house was cleaned out, and presumably is empty. I still can't get access to it, but they cleaned it out and took a bunch of stuff out of it. But the short of it is that there's not really a lot of update to give, except for that sign over there, and I'll read that in just a second. So as you can see, the roof is still burned out. There's been no improvement in the structure of the building. But over here we have a sign, which I will shoot because it is aimed at the public. Notice to rezone. The use is gonna be residential. So it was residential before, but they're rezoning it. So I'm wondering if they're gonna make some kind of apartments. Are they gonna tear it down and build an apartment building there? Are they going to, like, did some company buy it and they're going to renovate it into apartments? I don't know. I guess that'll be another update when that happens. The story of this house, or at least this plot of land, is not over. As you can see, the top is just gutted. And there's been a lot of rain since this happened, so I'm sure the inside is fried. So, recap. The house still sits exactly as it was after it burned. The land has been maintained like really well. And it's been sold, bought, sold, and there's a notice to rezone. So we'll see what that entails. Something else I want to show you. On the last video, I pointed across the street and said, mentioned this park. Nice magnolia tree. Nice little glen over there. Some work has been done on this park. So, proudly adopted by Crab Garden Design. It's looking a little like it needs a grass cut, but they've got these nice little benches. Well, that nice little bench. This bench, not so much. And we've got this cool statue. So this says, in memory of Leonora M. Sarling. I like the tile interior of the fountain and the sea monster heads. Well, and the fish. This little park had been fairly neglected. It was just kind of grassy, kind of dead grassy, and they put in this grass when that garden people adopted it. Now it's looking pretty nice. And if I'm not mistaken, there used to be a historical marker here, maybe? I can't remember, but I had picked up from someone somewhere that this fountain was gifted to Columbus by France. I'm pretty sure that was the case, and I need to look into that to see if I can find it online, and I'll drop it in the comments if I do find something on it. There appears to be something over here. That's just trashy. There's a house over in there. Looks all abandoned, but it is far from it. and the park goes on through there. It's actually a very nice little area. It's just surrounded by two very busy roads, so it's kind of noisy. I wanted to say I thought at one point there were some stairs going up to it. Oh yeah. So the park comes back to here. And the sidewalk ends right there. These old stone steps. So this part back here really needs to be fixed up or maintained or whatever. So that's the burned out mansion. We've covered this park. And one third thing I want to point out, if you remember when I, a couple of videos back, I shot where they were tearing down an old building behind the drive-through liquor store. It's right up here. Remember when I talked about Little Times Square? And I said it was that anybody who's from New York would laugh at the idea of it being like like Times Square. But you can see how the roads are. If you were to just put some very large buildings, I don't know, I just humorously like to call it Little Times Square. Don't worry, New Yorkers, I know that it is not like Times Square and that there are probably roads that converge like that all over the place, but it's fun. I have a vivid imagination. Woo! That dude was moving. But it's still really sad about this house. Built in the 1830s. Just a beautiful piece of architecture. And I hope that whatever their plans are for it, that it will at least preserve the exterior, that lovely architecture. I don't trespass, but I do have a zoom lens. I gotta tell you, it's crazy how good these phone cameras are now. I shoot on a Samsung S23 Ultra, and the camera on it's obscene. And I've got these other cameras that are like, you know, consumer grade professional cameras that are sitting in the carrying case. I just bought a cage. You know, when you have a camera, you can get a cage for your camera, and you can put lights on it, microphones. It's got little attachments for tripod mount and all that stuff. I got a cage for this phone. Right now, my cell phone is screwed into a little tripod I'm holding in my hand, and I can put a light and microphone on here, all kinds of accoutrements on my phone, like it's a camera. But it's pretty interesting just how far the technology has come. any more information about the house comes up, I'll revisit it again. See you down the road.